I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Take my hand, and we don't need to do the things we don't want to
do. Greetings, this is Islands Adventure. Hello there again. Alright, do a couple of connections here. My body kind of shut down in Universal a little bit. Yesterday was kind of a rough day. Driving 3 hours in the rain. That was fun. And I went to Magic Kingdom. And I get to wait in a nice long line on the way out. I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but yeah, usually I go into Magic Kingdom, shoot, fireworks happen, I sneak out basically. You know, I get out in a way where, you know, where everybody's still in the park. That didn't happen this time. Everybody left when I left. So that was fun. Worry about 30-minute exit. Usually I'm the only one of the few that are leaving, so yeah, it's like a huge line to get on the monorails. Usually when I go there, there's nobody there. But I don't do that many of this night channeling, so enough about that. Alright, we're going to do a couple connections here. As you can see, I'm embracing reality more than like everybody else, but alright, yeah, one thing, if Universal does get Fox, which I think they should, I don't think Disney should own Fox. Fox is going to buy, Disney's going to buy Fox, you know, this movie studio, so they'll have like a domination, you know, like almost a monopoly, almost. And they don't need it. And Universal is not the best, but at least it won't be a monopoly because it feels like it. So, whatever, it's not that important. All right, take care, and here we go. Greetings, I am Rodin, Martian, at your service. One moment. Damn it. A flathead. Martian. There are also Arcturians and flatheads also. Yes, we do wear hats, but we do have a flathead because our brains go back of our heads, not on top as you have it. Yes, some of it's on the top, but a lot of it is in the back. But it's still a flat head also. Basically like a box head in some regard. We do have kind of a fuzzy face like some of you. Animated. The reason I am here is flatheads are basically politicians and what used to be our world, but it still is part of our civilization. Many of your politicians on your world are Martian related in some shape or form. And of course they aren't aware, but basically your Newt Gingrich is a Martian. Nancy Pelosi is more of a witch. She cannot handle being a Martian. She's too arrogant. She has to be in part of a society that will allow that type of arrogance. Not to say Newt Gingrich does not have it either, but she's more dominant, more the feline dominant one, but I don't know how they can tolerate her, with all honesty. As she manipulates souls, goes through their energies, and tries to mind manipulate them as much as possible. She in a lot of ways is worse than your Hillary Clinton. She just more or less attention's on her in some shape or form. The reason we are bringing our information to you at this time is Martian councils. I basically have, yes, watched over this one and others who wish to know more about their Mars connections. Yes, your male-dominated species is very much a part of the Martian condition, but also part of the felines. Some felines do have male-dominant species also. They're reptilian. Basically what happened is the Martians gave up as manipulating your world, so the reptilians took over. Trust me, we can defeat the reptilians without a problem. We're not afraid of them, because we can use weapons that can basically make you feel like you are somebody else. You are not your own self. Remove soul replacements, yes. Remove your soul from yourself and put it on somebody else. It does not last very long, but it does cause one to shock and not feel very normal after that type of connection. As for what is happening on your world, yeah, Hillary Clinton's a topic of here. Washington, D.C. has been manipulated throughout, yes, all of the time since its creation process. As there's just a Martian presence there, basically also to bring in a first contact. You'd be surprised how many Martians are here to bring in more of a first contact energy with alien and human. Many of us would like to be part of your society. Yes, you might see a Martian in a robe, a long robe, similar to your Arcturians, but it's basically showing a more of a royal, not a royalty, but you can call it that if you want. We don't have that, but basically a communicative Martian. We don't have the words that you have on your world, but it's one that you can communicate with. Basically, they can fly. Basically, yes, they can hover to you. Most of us do walk, but now we're in more of an astral state. But assisting still. Many of us are on an alien front, but the Martian astral is very strong on your planet. One moment. Jeez. So to get more understanding of that, one moment. Too many blockages here. One moment. Oh yes, to give you more understanding of our society. Yes, a mind melt machine, basically to rot one's brain. I know you don't want to hear that, but we give you more understanding of how we operate. We can block ships, block their energies, have them crash, as any other species. But we can also take over the being that was flying it and have it tell us what we want to hear. Well, tell us why they're there, because sometimes they try to leave their body, suicide themselves out. Yes, Martians, we don't make life easy, do we? These are heavy tactics, understand. But our government on your world is actually to bring more of a peace. I know that might sound harsh. Well, at least why? Is because we see enough bloodshed on your society. And also your society is shoved out a lot of the negative Martians. Of course, there are many here still. They're part of you're part of your prison system, basically. Running it. Yes, your prison systems are very Martian, if you're wondering. The chambers, basically the torture chambers, as the false rehabilitation, that's all Martian manipulation. Saturn beings are much involved with that. But also, there is much education done in your prisons also, so it's not entirely negative. That's where your Arcturians come in, and Palladians do interfere with that. Even some of your Jupiter beings can come in and cause difficulties. Energy beings, because nobody expects them, they appear out of nowhere and they find a love interest basically, and they kind of make that person their own, and also steer them maybe to the wrong relationship, only because it is all about you and me, and that's all. So, but if you want to be in a relationship, be with this person. That way you can focus on me the most, at least in an astral state or in an alien state, a different dimensional state. So you wonder why some of these people in your world are in bad relationships and can't get out of it. It's because they're probably in a relationship with somebody else, and they don't know it. Why would they do that? Love has its strange attachments, and usually those loves are usually pretty real, actually. They're just twisted. I'll let you go with your imagination on that, but yes, many threesomes and other relationship situations are there. You have your human relationship, that's not very good, but also you have your astral relationship, which is good. So, I'll give you another example of that. I must be leaving now. Blessings.
Either way.
Greetings to you. One moment. With the positive Illuminati energies that work with your Earth, you can call us angelic angels if you wish, to cut through your negativity and give you a new look on life, basically. Yes, there are negative reptilians basically running your society mentally, as they do get into your minds, as we see it, and most likely you see it also to a certain degree. And letting go of that manipulation is almost like letting go of a parent, as basically those belief systems have been there for such a long time. Why release them until you are ready? So releasing thoughts of your old world. Yes, because your old world is coming to an end slowly as you all become more evolved. As yes, it has to be a gradual shift, because you will basically won't be able to experience this anymore if it was fast. You would jump out of your bodies basically and reconnect to spirit, and that kind of takes the whole fun out of being human. So basically taking this human form and shifting it out of the third dimension basically. But to do this is not easy. It is all in the mind. It's all in the belief systems, the energies within the soul basically. Are you willing to release that? There are, yes, caverns underneath your earth where many reptilian beings do have their homes. There's many, yes, Greys, Palladian beings also. Most of your Palladians are actually in your oceans. The mountains also, but you'd be surprised how many are in your oceans. safely within their technologies they created to keep them safe. It's another way of entering to your Earth is underwater. Wonder why you do not see them in your sky so much. It's for many reasons. Many of them do want to be seen third dimension, but obviously they can't make that happen. Also, Palladians do have cities on this world also that you can't. They're in the fourth dimension, but they can make them be seen. Basically, if you see a city in your third eye, most likely that there are Syrians also that do this and other beings, and reptilians. The reptilians come from the castle energies. Give you more understanding of that. But realize, yes, well, our energies are of the angelics. We do work with many diamond vibrations on your planet to cut through negativity, basically. And yes, it's manipulated by your cabal very much. And yes, Illuminati is not exactly a word you really need to use for us, but we use it anyway because you are familiarized with it. There are other words, but that is fine at this time. Yes, there are many felines at this world that want to be part of your society. Basically, can you imagine human feline alien as part of your society? They're quiet, but be surprised how many would like to join your society as for being a member of your planet. Do not say it so much. Imagine there's a movie in the works somewhere where human and felines become more integrated. Your Beauty and the Beast is pretty much a feline and a female. Pretty much. Has many feline features they can't seem to get around because that is just pretty much a weird and a female reconnecting in a romantic way. So it gives you another, not necessarily it calls itself a beast, but in your world they'll take whatever they can get basically. But it's basically rekindling romances. There are human beings and feline beings in relationships, of course, at this time. And you can imagine a scandal that happened on your world when that becomes known. Or seen, at least. I imagine many of you are just thinking about that right now, not sure what to think of it. But eventually your society will come into that as aliens and humans will begin to integrate. Basically, it would be those days are coming as more of you humans realize your alien side. Also, alien beings will be part of your culture eventually. It just takes time, as your contact can be in different shapes and forms. As for disclosure, and there are versions of your Earth where this is already occurring, but you're also allowing this to occur on a slow basis. I am not sure why I chose this direction, but it seems fitting at this time. But our angel energies are, yes, 30 feet tall. Some go 50 feet. Yes, we can see your world on our hand. Visualize it. So for us, it's very simple. For your world, it's, yes, very hard. As you do feel like you've stripped everything away to experience it. And this is why it's so difficult for many to release. Because I've forgotten everything. I don't want to leave it. Because I'm learning so much. Being so forgetful, as you can see. But I tell you, the most likely relationship situation will be the feline and the human. Just watch. Well, yes, there'll be some time for that. Yes, Palladians and humans, but your feline, you're wearing basically a humanoid alien that with feline features, basically. That would become part of your culture, yes, and many humans on your world will be scratching their heads, of course. But they're already doing what gender neutral, pansexual, whatever that is. I know what that is, but and other types of environments, basically. Your world is going to basically be split apart in some regard. As for basically, it's going to start seeing its true self. As it's the events of war is going to come to an end. We're working on it, let's put it that way. So you can integrate with more aliens, yourselves. Your alien selves actually activating. So we're giving you, you're doing this, and we are working with you. Many of you that are open to all this alien knowledge, basically open yourselves up. Basically, war would come to an end. One moment. Eventually, nothing's going to be easy on your world. But then all of a sudden the aliens will touch down, and you'll be integrating with that, having, yes, your human pity party, basically. But this is another warning experience, basically, to see a mirror of yourselves, because when they show up also, they will show you are no different than us. Basically, they're just showing mirror images, that we're just another version of you from another dimension. You'd be surprised how that will operate. I must be leaving now. Hopefully this is digestible as for your reality.